This is going to be beautiful. The hydrangeas climbing and the fountain. We've got the flexibility now that we never had before. I mean, we could never have done this ourselves. There's no way.
Well, thank you so much for letting us play in your garden.
We bought it in summer of 2017. We built the house from scratch.
When you first came here to look at the lot, did you have a landscape vision?
A little bit. We wanted to do all the trees down the driveway and things like that, but honestly it's just sort of evolved.
Right.
And when we did do a little bit of landscaping before Down to Earth came along, we felt like a lot of what we did was really cold. You know,
okay.
It just didn't have a very warm feeling
Right.
back here. And that was the goal, was to try to create more warmth,
Yeah.
a lounging space, a dining space, a sitting space.
Perfect.
And that's now what we feel like we have.
And also I think too a bit more synergy with the forest that you're
Yes.
looking through at the water.
Yeah.
I think it was really important for us when we first came here anyway to sort of say, okay, it's not at two separate places, it's all part of the same place, so you feel
I
like
agree.
you're sitting in the forest.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that there's now a connection between the front yard and the backyard
Yeah.
that there was not before.
Right.
The front yard, the backyard, and the actual covenant area, which is really important because we have an obligation to not do anything back there.
Right.
So I think that the way you guys connected, it feels very cohesive,
Right.
very integrated,
Yeah.
which is great.
I think really important too, when enjoying an outdoor space, that you feel like it just doesn't end over there.
Yeah, there's no real stopping point. It just sort of blends, which is exactly what we were hoping to have, is
Well
more of
said, yeah.
a blended, integrated yard that felt very similar in the back that it does in the front, because we
yeah.
always felt like there was a real disconnect.
Disconnect, yeah.
So it doesn't feel like that now. Now it feels like it all sort of works in
Yeah.
together. I mean, we could never have done this ourselves. There's no way. Even if we had purchased the landscape plan and
Yeah.
tried to do it ourselves, I don't think that we could have come close to creating this look, because I watched that it evolved. It wasn't, it wasn't just, here's your plan, this is what you're going to do with your plan. It was, this is the starting point, and then things changed as it went, and
Exactly.
things had to be modified for various reasons. So I'm really glad that we took the plunge and just said, please come and do it.
And there's, you find things when you're digging in the ground, there's challenges.
As we did.
Yeah.
As we did.
And you just have to adjust and keep going, and in the end you get to where you need to be.
Now I was actually sitting upstairs just this morning looking over, and I thought, yeah, this is going to be beautiful.
Awesome.
Like once it starts to really grow in.
Yeah.
The hydrangeas climbing and the fountain
Yeah.
going, and this will eventually be the whole dining area that we'll be having all during the summer months, and then we might actually switch it back in the winter to more of this type of seating area.
Seating,
but
yeah.
we've got the flexibility now to do all these different things
Perfect.
that we never had before, so it's
Right.
great. We
Yeah.
love it, and it's very calming. You
Yeah.
know, it's not overdone with tons of different flowers and
Yeah.
and plants. It just feels beautiful in a kind of a simplified way, which probably creates one of the most beautiful gardens,
Right.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, thank you so much for letting us play in your garden and make it better.
Wow.
It's great.
You have a wonderful
been-
team of people, and
Thanks.
everybody has been so great. I couldn't recommend your company more.
Great.
Yeah,
Thank you so
thank you.
much. Pleasure working with you.
Oh, it's been awesome. I love it. In fact, I know we'll have a continued relationship, so
Yeah.
it's even better.
Awesome.
Because at least you know the property
know what's-
now.
yeah.
You know its idiosyncrasies.
That's right.
And you know what to expect when you come here, and you know what needs to be done. So, I think it's fabulous.
Awesome.
Yeah, great work.
Cheers. If we had a glass of wine, I would
I
say.
would pretend. There.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Great.